behalf of WISD Interim Superintendent Dr. Priscilla Valdez, East High School Principal Dr. David Gamboa,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the game.
And a very good evening to each and every one of you on a Friday night. That means baseball here from Weslaco. We are on the campus live on the Weslaco East campus. Strong side, east side, strong side. That's where we're at. And tonight, well, a very important game of baseball is going to be played. What does that mean for your Wildcats? What does that mean for your Redskins? Well, we'll talk a little bit about it as the game goes along, but let's just kind of get you caught up with what happened already in the series. Coach Brown, the head coach of the Weslaco East Wildcats, in an interview with us said, "Boy, did we get a scare." That's some of his words. That we get worried. That was some of the things that he mentioned happened when they last played earlier this week. Played the Donna Redskins, and boy, they were able to really put it together. His team showed composure, as he mentioned, and it grew up a bit there a couple of nights ago. So Weslaco East was able to come up on top to take away the first game of that series. And tonight we concluded here at East High School, and really on the other side, Coach Jaime Peña brings in a hungry Redskin team. They're not too far away. A couple of things go right for them, and that's basically has been what the season has been about. Things haven't gotten quite right yet. His team is in good spirits. They're healthy. Things are positive for the Redskins. So what has to give? Well, in talking to Coach Peña, we talked about what they have to do here. We have their keys for tonight coming up in a little bit that we'll talk about what they have to do. Stay away from, if you would, to make a big push for the playoffs. Once again, they are in a good possible scenario. They would have to start tonight, though, to make things easier on yourself. A big win tonight against Weslaco East would definitely increase their chances of making it into the postseason. They still have a couple of games that are not going to be easy for Donna. But at the same time, like we mentioned, it is possible, and they have a good enough team. Both Coach Brown and Coach Peña mentioned that they feel that could be the case for them. Focus a little bit now on Weslaco East as they kind of get warmed up here this evening. We are going to see Jose Joey Rodriguez on the mound here for the Wildcats, talking to the coaches. Hey, what do you like to do? Joey looked and smiled and says, I like to throw the fastball. Every now and then I'll throw my curve, and then I like to change it up. So we might see those types of pitches here from Joey Rodriguez for the Wildcats. We'll see what he brings and how Coach played this. We might see the strategy here, especially for the Wildcats, as they prepare also for the postseason. Remember, keep in mind, Weslaco East is pretty much a lock into the postseason. That's we can say confidently. Issue is, will they share? Will they by themselves own the district championship? Or will they have to share it with Brownsville Veterans? We'll talk about that. Who Veterans has to play. Remember, one loss here for the Wildcats. They are 10-1 in district, while the Donna Redskins come in their record a little bit obviously different than them. They come in their record, double checking it just to make sure, come in at 5-6 in the district. So they have some work to do. The Redskins do hoping to get started this evening, and we're going to bring it to you live. We're happy you're with us again. Friday night baseball action here on the campus of Strongside East High School, the campus field for Weslaco East. All right, we're about to get started.
Starting off
Welcome.
for the Donna Redskins is
Welcome.
number 9,
Welcome.
Salinas.
East Baseball. Pitch number 1 for Joey Rodriguez. Comes through. That's going to be a base hit right up the middle there. It's going to be hitting center field there. It's going to go all the way to the fence, basically. Bounces off the fence. He's going to have a double. He's going to try to rush in there and try to pick up a third, and he does. The ball is going to linger there. Stand-up triple. In the beginning of starting the game here, Tristan Salinas, leadoff hitter. That's couldn't have gotten any better for the Donna Redskins here to start off a triple to come up and get things started. And that's exactly what Coach was able to talk about, and we'll mention during the broadcast when we talk to him what has to happen for them. They've got to focus on scoring. He feels they've left a lot of runners, if you would, stranded. That's going to be popped up nice and high. Souvenir for somebody. So Coach Peña continued to mention that, he felt that a lot of the runners they've left stranded on base and haven't come through. He says we need to score runs. We need to, once we have bases loaded. That was the case against the Wildcats last game they faced. A lot of people stranded on base and couldn't bring them home. That hurt them at the end as they lost 8-3. Weslaco East. Pitch goes up high and away for Rodriguez. It's a ball and a strike so far to start off the game. Wow, what a nice way to start there for Tristan Salinas. Once again, a triple to get things started for him by himself here. The next pitch right down the middle there. It's going to go inside the middle, picked up nicely by, looks like the shortstop, Alex Solis. Looking mighty impressive on that one, out at first. Had to throw
Up next,
quickly because
the Donna Redskins, number 32,
really
Flores.
Leo Bocanegra was coming. He was going out. So first bat up for Leo. He's thrown out at first. We mentioned earlier that Tristan Salinas got to third on a triple. So that's what we have so far. So kind of the same story here. We have it became a cross really on that one. Be able to give up a run here early on is East. Tristan Salinas triple, then after this hit was able to come home and give the Redskins the lead. The pitch is lowered away. 1-0 here early on. Just got started, first stop of the first inning here for you. Live broadcast on KWES. Tell others where you can find it. Here from Donna, from Weslaco East, and the surrounding areas, and even be further than that. Tell everybody that they can check us out on the WISD website. Live on KWES on YouTube as well is where you can watch tonight's game, a big one here in District 31, 6A. 2-1 is the count, one away, but damage was done here early. Tristan Salinas came around from third after he himself got a stand-up triple there for him. Came across and gave the Redskins a score. Now that's positive. That's something that Coach Peña was talking about. 1-0 so far. Comes the pitch. Nicely done for a strike there by Joey. And talking to Coach Peña, we talked about the keys for tonight is to try to take advantage as much as possible. That ball is going to be fouled. Third side, left side there for batter. Anthony Flores is your batter. So, yeah, we want to take advantage early on and get as many runners on base, but this time bring them home. That'll get you some scoring. So far, as we mentioned, 1-0 for the Redskins in a battle here. It's going to hit the batter, so that's going to force a walk. Now,
up next,
previous,
number 29, Corbin Hernandez.
As we shot this down, there's a walk here for Anthony Flores. Corbin Hernandez now comes up. And Corbin will try to get some offense going himself. So far, we have a runner at first. Walk there for him. See what Joey brings here. Young junior, the Wildcats. It's a ball. So get runners and drive them all the way home. That's going to be the key for tonight. At least Coach Peña, head coach there already for 4 years for the Donna Redskins. That's going to be popped back. Foul ball. Everybody watching out. Redskins coming in with a 5-6 record. Basically a tie here for the 4th place spot, along with Porter, Pace, and Donna. So you figure something's got to give right there. I mean, you obviously have, besides tonight, you have 2 games. There's pipe popped up over to the left fielder there. We have the sun in our face, but the left fielder makes the play. Nicely done there on that side.
Up next
For Mike Brown was out there
11,
for the Wildcats. 2 away. So that was a fly out for Corvin. But now comes the next batter for the Redskins. A.J. Rangel on plate now, the plate, home plate. Check that. That's going to be Evan Fuentes. He's a designated hitter. He's hitting in the place of Rangel. And Evan Fuentes taking the lead out there is your runner, Anthony Flores, trying to run out there. 1-1. Strikeout number 2. That ball goes backwards there. Joey has a count of 1-2. 2 away now for the Wildcats. See what Joey does here. Brings it right down the middle. Third baseman can't reaches out, can't grab it. That's going to fall into left field there, but quickly brought up there. Nice job there by the left fielder to come up, and Mike Brown came out.
Up next,
He also
we
had
have number
Mike Brown
15,
out there.
JJ Pena.
A couple of other players that are out there that made that play for the Wildcats to stop it from happening. So far, the game plan for the Redskins has been on. To 1-0, the score. A 2 away for Joey. Nice throw there by Joey. It just doesn't quite come inside all the way. Ooh, ball 1. So a little bit of trouble here. See if he can pitch himself out of this one. He's got 2 runners now. 1 at first, 1 second. Comes a pitch. And nice looking curve there. Keeps you thinking a little bit. 2 balls and a strike here for Joey. Redskins, we talked about their game plan, and really what they want to do is just outside there. Going to be ball 3 here. So Nevin Fuentes, a designated hitter, is on base now. He was able to get a single up there. Now you have J.J. Pena. And he's going to get wonked. That's a wonk there, and so let's
Up next for the
let's
Redskins,
describe
number
as
5, Austin Pedrosa.
Pena takes the walk. Austin Pedrosa now talks to Coach Pena, and he's probably reminding them, remember we were here last Tuesday. We were in this same spot. Bases are loaded. You have 2 outs, and they couldn't capitalize. And that's where they felt this could be the change. So we'll see if Coach Pena, how he does it and what he wants to do here. That pitch nicely done right up the middle there for Joey. And talking to Coach Brown here, he mentioned the same thing. He said, look, it really helped us to get behind on them. But then we were able to really get our bats going in the later innings, which eventually sealed the win for the Wildcats. Comes the pitch. Well, hits the floor there. 1-1, 2 away. And so Coach Brown said, look, we've got to focus here. They've got a really good, especially the beginning of their lineup. And this is exactly what's caused the damage, is the beginning of the lineup here, the leading lineup for the Redskins. Nice pitch, strike number 2. And he mentioned the fact that, look, we've got to be able to put them away. They're going to try to load the bases, and that's where we're at. And we'll see if they can capitalize. 2 away, 1-2 is the count. Comes Rodriguez trying to get out of this inning. Pitching, got him. That's exactly what we were talking about, and that's exactly what the Wildcats needed, and they got it. Strikeout there on Pedrosa out. So there you go. That'll end the top of the first. Take a break. We'll be right back. Wildcats, their first at-bat. KWES production 1-0. Donna Redskins on top of your Weslaco Wildcats. About to get started in the bottom of the first. We are live here on the campus of Eastside Strongside, Weslaco East High School. It is the home of the Wildcats baseball, Wildcat baseball we'll call it for now. And boy, a good one so far. 1-0 as we went into break here and found out that Donna got things going early on with their top of their batting order. 1-0 is the score here, but Weslaco East is about to get their first at bat, and they're happy to see Alex Solis, shortstop, had a nice outing on the defensive side, made a couple of plays there during defense. So, talking to Coach Brown about the team, he feels also that they're in good shape. He says, look, we're as healthy as can be at this point of the season. As he gets ball one, strike one. That's the count. And he said, look, we're going to rely a lot on our players here to kind of bring us home here at the end, as we've mentioned. Yeah, the Wildcats are playoff bound. The question now, if you're a Wildcat fan, is this: will they be outright district champions? They're going into the playoffs. That's for sure. But will they add a district title to their record like they did the last year, or are they going to share it with Brownsville Veterans? We'll talk as the game goes along. What needs to happen for Weslaco East to be district champions has to happen, and also they're tied for first place. They're coming in at 10-1 in district. That's the East record, and we mentioned they are tied. As you see, ball three now, full count. Pitcher here this evening for the Redskins, a young one. He's a senior now, Jacob Suniga. We'll talk about Jacob in just a minute. Comes a pitch. He hit nicely, solidly up two, and it's going to drop right in front of the right fielder. Base hit for Solis. Man on board now. Solis is at first. Nicely done. Exactly what you were looking for him to come up and get going here. Mike Brown now. Remember, the top of the order is a powerful one for these Wildcats. They're very productive at the top of the order. You saw that with Alex Solis. Mike Brown comes up now. See what Mike can do here. Powerful hitter. You'll see when he swings. Brings the power behind that. So 10-1 is the district record for Weslaco East. They are tied for first, along with Brownsville Veterans. Comes a steal, and Solis is going to take second. And they kind of knew that what was going to happen here. They're going to be aggressive here this evening. Solis showing off his speed. Ball got away from the catcher here, number 10, Corvin Hernandez, for the Redskins. So, Alex earlier, he looked like he was going to slide, and he was going to take that step too, but right before he saw him at the corner of the eye that the ball kind of got away from the catcher, and he kind of pulled up a little, and that's why he's touching himself in an area where he could have maybe strained something, just kind of awkwardly come up. Looks to be okay, but we'll keep an eye on Alex as he took second base. But we're talking about both teams being 10-1. Weslaco East 10-1. Brownsville Veterans is also 10-1. They're tied for first place. So basically, one of the scenarios that could happen here is if Weslaco East wins out, which could very easily happen, and Brownsville Veterans wins out, and that could very easily happen, we might have ourselves, and here comes Alex coming off field. Hope he's okay. Hopefully it's just something, he's a young athlete. Hopefully he's going to be okay. They're going to stretch him out maybe, kind of be all right, hoping he's all right. Valuable young man to this team, excellent student as well. Hope he's doing all right. So Brownsville Veterans brings in a same record. So because they beat each other up, basically Brownsville Vets beat Weslaco East beat Veterans, they could set up as co-champions when the district comes around. And then they might have to play seed in game to see who's the first place and who's second. So that could be coming down the road. Something to think about. 1-0 is the count for Suniga. Comes the pitch, ball two. Nice eye there by Brown. So East was able to get Alex Solis. He stole second and then just awkwardly kind of got on the bag on second base. Had to go out. Mike swings and a miss. Strike number one. You can tell that Mike brings that power with him. He grabs a piece of that ball. That ball is going in over to the softball field. Zuniga 2-1 at the count. Comes the pitch. Whoa, a little bit up high for Brown. Brown seems to be okay.
Nobody hurt, nobody hurt.
And talking to Coach Peña, did mention about Zuniga, what he likes to do. He says, look, we want him to settle down first. So he's in the process of doing that. I asked him, what do you like to throw? As well, I like to throw the curveball, fastball, you know, like to change it up a little bit. I said, but look, if you have to pick one that you say, finally, Coach, you finally call that. He says, well, the fastball. Right? So we're looking out for that here. Young pitcher for the Redskins, Jacob Zuniga, senior pitcher for the Redskins. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss there. Going to give you a full count there. You can see he brings that when he brings that, his favorite pitch. That's that fastball he likes to bring that we've been talking about. So 3-2. Runner is at second. Zuniga is looking, and he wants to end this now if possible. It's going to be popped up. Watch out. Ball coming. Right in play. Oh. That pop kind of entertained, scared, and excited the fans. I don't know about you, but I'm wearing my crash helmet today. Yeah, that's for sure. Sitting in this area around the fans. Nice group of fans here for Weslaco. You can hear cheered on Mike. That was exciting for everybody. 3-2 is the count. Let's see what Mike can do here. Because Zuniga winds up. Comes the pitch. Up high. Brown's going to take his base. So Brown, his first at bat, earns a walk. Alex Solis earlier had a single, stole second, and that's why you have two players now. And that's what you have so far there. Keep in mind, the other ones, as we'll talk what that score is. Tonio Balboa now, the catcher. See what Tonio brings power as well to this lineup, and see if he can deliver here. Here comes the pitch. It's a bit away for Zuniga. 1-0 is the count. No outs here. Threat at first, threat at second for the Wildcats. Keep in mind the only score that we have came back in the top of the first. Ball is going to be hit back. And that was Tristan Salinas, who had a stand-up triple, and then a single came across and brought him home. That's the only scoring that we have, and that was the top of the order. That was your leading man, the leading batter for the lineup for the Redskins. 1-1. The pitch. Nice pitch by Zuniga. Give you strike number 2. 1-2 for Balboa. Now again, got to watch that fastball. You can actually change it up a little bit. Came with one earlier. See if he brings this one. 1-2 pitch. Comes right back inside and catches Tonio looking at it. And he's going to be struck out there. Nicely done there by Zuniga. So Nate Rivas, your first baseman now coming up. And Nate, also remember, at this part of the lineup, they do bring some power to it. They like to, the beginning part of it, get some guys on base, especially Solis and Brown. And then they like to bring in these guys that bring in some power to try to bring him home. Comes first pitch by Zuniga. That's away. Nate Rivas, number 23, playing first base here this evening for the Wildcats. And so Coach Brown said, look, we learned a lot from getting behind on Tuesday. We were in a bit of trouble. We were kind of, thinking, hey, we've never been in this situation before. He saw that as a positive for the team. He said, we showed a lot of composure. We're not always going to win easy, mentioned. Sometimes we're going to struggle against some of these teams, and they were able to put that away. That ball's going to be hit. Chopper to the shortstop. They're going to get him out at third for out number 2. And that'll end it there. But you were able to get Nate Rivas to first base with a single there for him. So Joey Rodriguez now coming up for the Wildcats. See what Joey can do here. As we were talking about players to keep an eye on, Joey Rodriguez is one of these players that we've talked about. He's not only your pitcher, but he can bring some offense as well. See what Joey does here. And we're talking about offense. It's going to be hit up and high. See if it drops there. No, the center fielder is going to have a chance. That is going to drop. And here comes a run. So Brown is going to score. The ball is going to be thrown to third, and he's going to be safe there. Nicely done there. We were talking about Joey Rodriguez, a player to watch this evening, and boy, did he deliver on that one. Nicely done there by Joey Rodriguez, being able to get to first. A nice single brings in, as we mentioned, a runner there for the Wildcats. Ties this game up for the Wildcats.
Next batter for the Wildcats is
interesting.
11, Joseph
And that's been the
Perez.
district, what's happened in this district. Just a couple of plays here and there, but really a lot of these teams play very similar to each other. You know, they have a lot of talent on both teams. So, all right. See what we can do here. Next batter up, Toniga's gonna go. Now it's gonna be a run. Yep. Be stolen base there for the Wildcats. Redskins let that go. So you have runner now at second and at third. Now you have Joseph Perez, the DH here this evening. Up to bat. Nice pitch. Caught the edge of the bag there. 1-1, 2 away for the Wildcats. Damage has been done here in the bottom of the first, as they tie the game up 1-1. Going backwards foul. Strike 2 for Joseph Perez. Coach Brown is encouraging Joseph to just get your bat on that and be able to bring all your friends home. Zuniga brings the pitch. 1-2, 2 away. Nicely done. That is going to be a called out curveball there by Zuniga, and that ends the side, but the damage is done as we mentioned. It's going to be now a tied game. Heading into the top of the second after one, Weslaco East and Donna are tied 1 apiece. This is a KWES production. All right, back to the action. Top of the second inning. Live from Weslaco East baseball field. Home of the Wildcats. 1-1
Kicking off
tie.
the second inning for your Donna Redskins
Mike
is number
Brown
10, Matthew
Came
Garza.
in the bottom of the first and scored, tied the game for the Wildcats. Nice throw there by Joey. Be strike number 1. So Joey getting it done on the mound tonight and also providing some offense. As a matter of fact, Joey was the one that brought the Brown home. Next pitch just a bit down. So we're back here for the Redskins. Batter is Matthew Garza, his first time at bat here this evening. Comes a pitch. Going to be hit to third base. Third baseman's going to get a chance at it. Has to wind up, brings it, and he is called out. Nicely done there by the
Up
Wildcats.
next to bat, number 22, Jacob Zuniga.
Wildcats third base Javi Garcia put that quarterback arm to work. Nicely done there by him. Wildcats continue on a nice pitch here by Joey. Joey's been doing a good job here this evening. Joey Rodriguez, young junior, already has one away. Ball's going to get away from him just a bit. Jacob Zuniga is at bat. He is your pitcher here this evening for the Redskins. First time at bat for him. So in thinking about games and what could possibly develop here for the Redskins, in order for them, again, if you're a Redskin fan and you're watching this game tonight, that's a nice hit. That's what we were talking about that you needed. Mike Brown is going to handle that one nicely in the left field. Nice dive. Nice job. Yeah, good thing he saw it. We're facing the sun. We cannot see him, that's for sure. But that was nicely done out there by Brown. For the second out, had some power behind it for Zuniga, but he was fly out for him. So we're back to the top of the order for the Redskins. This is where the run came from. Tristan Salinas got himself on base. And the Redskins really put on runners. They've been doing that. They were able to put some people on base. Strike one for Tristan. Had a triple the last time he was here. And again, he crossed the plate to give the Redskins the only score they have as well. Gonna hit it sharply in the center. That ball is gonna drop. And that's gonna be misjudged there by the center fielder. He's gonna have to hurry. Is he going to get another triple? That ball's going to race and get there quickly. And that's going to be handled by the third baseman Tristan Salinas with another triple here.
Up next for your
And a couple of mistakes here, obviously. May have created this, but the fact is.
Up next for your Redskins, number 1, Leo Bocanegra.
Yes, he's got 2 triples here on this evening, second time around for him. So there's a runner already in scoring position. Tristan Salinas is at third. Bocanegra now comes up on his second at bat. It'll be ball 1 for him. Last time Leo was there, got called out. So he's trying to do better this time around. That ball is going to be just a bit high for Rodriguez. 2-0 the count. 1-1 is the game score, but you have a threat at third. 2 outs here, though. See if Joey can get this done. Nicely done there by Rodriguez. Nice pitch. We'll say Joey Rodriguez on the mound tonight. 2-1, 2 away. Comes the pitch. Going backward, just going to count as a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Rodriguez is trying to get out of this one and really limit the run. And it goes back to what we reiterated in the beginning of the game. Donna cannot afford to keep runners stranded. Base runners stranded. 2-2 pitch. Here it goes. Just outside. Wow, 3-2. That might have counted last season. I mean, last inning, I should say. 3-2. 2 and out. Goes Rodriguez, full count. See what he brings. Oh, just outside there. All right, so Bocanegra takes a walk on his second time across.
Up next, number 32.
So now we see Anthony Flores. The last time he was here, he was the one that kind of helped a lot to bring in eventually Tristan from third base, where he's at now again. Anthony Flores was walked the last time he was here. And see what he can do this time around. Maybe try to get a little bit better. Well, he was able to get on base, so see what he does this time around. Comes the pitch. Little low is going to be ball 1 for Joey.
What's wrong with that one, man?
Talking to Coach Peña, he talked a little bit about players to watch and to keep an eye on. this evening. Flores, one of these young guys that he definitely mentioned, along with player we just saw, Bocanegra, another one. Those are just kind of guys that he mentioned that we have to get rolling with. Ball 3, 2 outs here, so there's going to be a little bit of a discussion here. Catcher and pitcher talking about what to do here. Keep in mind, we do have 3-0 so far for the Redskins here. See if they can get themselves. The last time he was here, we stressed he got a walk. See what he does this time around. Here he comes. Fans are wanting him to succeed here this evening. Comes the pitch. Down the middle, that one's going to count. 3-1, 2 away now. Runners are at the corners. Comes the pitch. Solidly hit up to center. That's going to be handled by the center fielder. That's going to move Tristan once again. And Tristan Salinas will score his second run of the night. That'll come at the top of the second. He had one at the top of the first.
Up next to bat for your Redskins is
And
number
top
29,
of the second.
Corbin Hernandez.
Nice run in there. So now, see next batter coming up. Right down the middle for Rodriguez. Corbin Hernandez. So Anthony Flores was able to pick up a single. He got better than the last time he was there when he had a walk. Ball 1 for Rodriguez. Corbin, the last time he was here, called out. Trying to improve his next at bat. 2 outs here. A bit high there for Hernandez. We'll check that for Rodriguez. Hernandez is your batter here. Again, trying to see if they can get some runs on. They have some runners on already. Catches the edge of it for a strike. Comes the 3-1 pitch, 2 and out. He's going to call it 2-2, so we're switching that. So, all right, guy in blue says 2-2, it is 2-2. That was a pitch. Foul ball, pulled to the right. Coach Peña, in our conversation with him, said, look, we can't put our hands down when we get behind. So we kind of demonstrated that in the last game. We got to change that attitude where if that starts to happen, just don't give up. Don't put your hands down and stop. So Coach Peña, that's another thing that the Redskins are working on. Ball's going to get away from him. He's going to try to get third base. He's going to get a chance at it. That ball is going to be in time there, but it's not going to be able to tag out the runner. And so third base is a steal there. As Coach Brown wants to talk a little bit. He wants to talking about being able to distract the catcher interference there a little bit. That's what Coach Brown is talking about. The gentleman in blue says, yeah, maybe not. Bringing it up to his attention there, what could have happened. All right, 3-2 is the count. 2 away. Chance to retire the side here. Be hit hard. Center field. That's going to drop as well. That's going to be mishandled up there. Another run will come in for the Redskins now. And so all of a sudden, the Redskins bring in another run. And Leo Bocanegra comes across and gives and extends the lead for the Redskins. And there's going to be a talk here about what's happening. So it's kind of catch you up here And this is the area that Coach Peña had been talking about, where they've been a bit deficient, the Redskins have. They haven't been able to bring the runners home. Tonight, a bit different story, at least early on here. Top of the second, they have 2 runs, and they've been able to get things going. So that'll be Leo Bocanegra's first run here coming across. And this will happen at the top of the second, which gives you a total of 3 for
Up next, number
the
11,
Redskins.
Devon
3-1 is your new score. 2 away now, so I'm sure Coach Brown talked to him about, look, got to settle down here to get out of this inning. The pitch is going to go up high. Center fielder has a chance on it. Looks like he's going to have a chance at it, and he does. Nicely done. That'll retire the side there, but the damage has been done. Donna brings in 2 here, 2 runs in the top of the second, and brings the score now. A new score to report to you. 3-1 in favor of Donna. Donna Redskins leads your Weslaco East Wildcats 3-1. You are watching a KWES production.
Batting for the strong side is number 2, Bobby Garza.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Second go-around for your Weslaco East Wildcats. 2-run inning here for the Redskins. Brits the score to 3-1. Weslaco East about to or wants to change that here. First batter up takes a strike. Zuniga is your pitcher here for this evening. 0-1 to begin here. Solidly hit to third base, has a chance for it. See if he can get it there, and does. Nicely done there. Nice hit there, but just couldn't get there. Javi Garza was able to get things going, and he was thrown out at first. Now we see Caleb Escamilla, his first time around. Second baseman comes up. See if he can get himself going. It was a nice hit there by Garza, handled nicely by the third baseman for an out at first. One away here for the Wildcats. Escamilla, first time at the plate, facing Zuniga, hits the ground there. So kind of in looking at what happened here early on, we kind of keep talking about what Donna has been able to do here early on. Their top of the order has shown a lot of promise, and in talking to Coach Peña about it, he did say they started strong at 5-1 early on in district. They played well, but you know, when things go wrong, they go wrong, he said. And so a couple of things went wrong for the Redskins there, and they're where they at now, where they have the record of 5-6. Pitch, this ball is going to be popped up first base, and might have a chance at it. Now it's going to be gone away. That's 1-2 is the count, one away so far for the
Come on, guys.
Wildcats.
There you go. Gotta want it.
So they're trying to get into the playoffs. This is a very important game for them. Zuniga is going to catch it. Nice right back to the pitcher as Caleb Escamilla goes out. Out at first for Escamilla. And now you have towards the bottom of your order here. Here's Jorge Zavala, your center fielder. Jorge is going to try to get himself going here, get this offense going. They're 2 away now for the Wildcats. Zuniga so far has done a good job there pitching here this evening for the Redskins. Comes the pitch. Foul away
Take your time.
for the Wildcats. Notice that the Redskins again need this game to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Strike number 2. Make that out number 2, strike number 2. 0-2 is a count. Zavala, first time at bat for the Wildcats. Tip back. Keys for tonight, that we remind you for the Redskins was focus on scoring, take advantage when runners are on base and drive them in. And so far, that's worked for the Redskins. That's their game plan. That's what they wanted to come in doing. And so far, it's 3-1 here, the score. 1-2 is the count. 2 away. Zuniga with a pitch. A bit high. And Zuniga, so how fast can he throw that fastball? He didn't want to tell me in the beginning. He says, well, I got it timed at 74 miles an hour the other day. Yeah, not bad, huh? That's a bit high in a way, so you can bring some speed in that fastball. And he wants to. But yeah, has a curve. Likes to change it up a little bit. Slider sometimes works for him. See what he does here on a full count. 2 away. Zuniga with a pitch. A bit high. He's going to walk Zavala. So Zavala with his first at-bat will take a walk for him. And we're back to the top of the order. And it's nice to see Alex Solis here taking a swing at it. Last time we saw him, he kind of awkwardly ran into second base. It looks to be okay. Young athlete used to be okay, so it's good to see him. Last time he was up, he had a single. Trying to improve that here on his next at bat. Here comes Alex. And Zuniga's going to keep an eye on Zavala out there in first. Bring the pitch. Here he comes. Nice, catches the edge. That'll be strike number 1 for Zuniga. So we asked Coach Brown as well what he felt besides holding their composure and growing up a little bit here in the last game against Donna. He says, well, keys for tonight, we need to pitch well. You know, routine plays. And if I was to kind of put a circle around it, is routine plays. Those routine plays have to come easier. You know, it's some of these plays so far have been tougher on them, and those routine plays have to be made. And Donna can hit, he says. Look, they can hit. 0-2. 2 away already. Somebody already on first base. That's Zavala out there. So, yeah, so far that's what we've seen here for Weslaco East. That's away. Nicely done there. I'm watching it there is Solis. So they want to mix it up tonight. That's something that Coach Brown said. It's been, for Donna, and this is what Coach mentioned, and struck him out. Been drop 1, win 1, so hopefully we're not the drop 1 tonight. That'll retire the side as Solis strikes out here on his second at bat. That'll do it here for the bottom of the second, heading to the third. Score 3-1, Donna on top of Weslaco East. You are watching a KWES production. Right, welcome back. Top of the third for the Weslaco Wildcats and the Donna Redskins here this evening. It has been an entertaining matchup here. But to continue here is now we do see for the second time around is J.J. Peña. Last time he was here, he got a walk. Ball one to start it off here for the Wildcats. Pitch is going to go backwards. Going to be strike number one. So these routine things that we talked to Coach Brown about, especially here on defense, are going to be key for the Wildcat victory. They're a bit behind here. And he said, look, that's something we've got to do. I know it sounds simple, and it's something that most coaches might say just the routine plays have to be made, but so far we've seen a couple of routine plays go awry here for the Wildcats so far. And besides that, give a little bit of credit to the batting order, the top of it for the Redskins. They've had their bats on, and that'll catch Peña for an out.
Up next, number 5,
So
Austin
we see
Pedrosa.
now Pedrosa coming up. The last time Pedrosa was out, he struck out. Pedrosa going to try to get things rolling here for the the Redskins. It's interesting that when we're talking about what makes a team go, and you see what things go, you know, it's easy to see that some of these players just make things go for you. And for Weslaco East, obviously, Solis on offense and play some defense as well. Excuse me, can get things done as well. So Rodriguez has now going to deliver a shot over to left field. Brown's going to throw it back to second, and that's going to hold Pedrosa there.
Up next,
Was
number
able to
10,
get to first
Matthew
at least
Garza.
there for the Redskins. And now coming up to bat is Matthew Garza now. Matthew is in a position to get things rolling here. It's only one away here so far for the Redskins. And true fashion, what Coach Brown said, they can swing the bats. The key is we limit their runs by these routine plays we got to make. Comes the pitch. It's a bit away here. Ball one. No strikes yet. One away here. Matthew Garza trying to contribute to the 3-1 lead that the Redskins have here so far. So, Coach, we were talking right before the inning ending. And here comes the batter, and he's going to try to take second. Foul ball. Mentioned, look, so far what we've seen, Coach Brown says about this Donna squad is we're going to mix it up with them tonight. But you know, in our experience, we've seen they usually drop one and they pick up one. That's been the season for the Redskins. He says we just hope that we don't drop one tonight. It's just something that he mentioned in how they've been playing, how Donna has, and what he's noticed, some of the tendencies, if you would, of what happens. 1-1, one away. Paul's away trying to catch a runner out there. Taking a bit of a lead off there. It's Pedrosa.
Let's go, guys.
Wildcats, 2-1 is the count. One away. And it's going to be hit foul. 2-2 for Matthew Garza, catcher here this evening for the Redskins. Nice night for baseball. We're happy to have you along here this evening. KWES production here from on the campus of East Side, Strong Side, Weslaco East baseball. Mentioned Weslaco East already playoff bound. You still have some games. As a matter of fact, we're kind of thinking ahead a little bit of what Weslaco has to do. This series ends tonight. They took the first game against Donna. They're behind here in this game to finalize the series. And then they still got to play Pace. They still have the series against Pace. Pace is another team who's trying to get into the playoffs. They're a good, solid team, Pacers, and if there's such a good thing, if you're a Wildcat fan and you want them to win district, 3-2 is the count. One away. Let's see what happens here. Gonna be hit. Gonna be caught. Gonna try to throw to first. Gonna have to hurry. He's gonna be safe. Wow. Looks like he beat the throw. And this is what it looked like. He's able to get there. Kind of looking at that. Nice catch there by Javi Garza, third baseman.
Batting next, number
For
22,
the
Jacob
Redskins,
Zuniga.
man on base. Matthew Garza was able to get on the single for him. And now we see Zuniga rounding off. And he's going to hit it right down the middle there. Outstretched hands of Garza. Wants to Brown, has to go home. He is going to go home. That's going to be caught there. And that'll hold up the runner. That's right. That was Austin Pedrosa who made it all the way to third base. Nicely done there. So a couple of hits now really coming in. And this is something that already happened the last
next,
inning
number 9,
where you had
Tristan
bases
Sullivan.
loaded. But it was 2 outs, and Rodriguez was able to get out of that. Now he's got 1 out. And he's got full bases. He's got people all over the place now. Danger is there, and you head back to the probably their best hitter, top of the lineup. And as Coach Peña says, this team goes as he goes. That's going to be mishandled there by the first baseman. That's going to bring Pedrosa home. Pedrosa is going to come across. Nicely done by Pedrosa, giving you a score of 4-1. And here the score comes in the top of the third. Pedrosa comes in, and Pedrosa, number 5. For the
Up next, number 1,
Redskins,
Leo Bocanera.
increases the lead to 4-1 now for the Redskins. And in retrospect, this is exactly what Coach Brown was a bit worried about here this evening, that the bats would come alive for the Redskins. Curved ball catches the edge there, nicely done. Strike number 1. 1 away still. Bases are still loaded. Danger is still all over the bases. And we're talking about that hit right up to the shortstop. Shortstop Solis misjudges it. Number 4 comes across. Nice running there, base running by the Redskins. Nice run there by the Redskins. They keep going, mounting up these runs here. Number 4 now comes up and he scores and makes it a 5-1 game. Again, top of the third. We'll get the number for you in just a minute, who that pinch runner was. Here comes the pitch. Strike. So far, again, this top of the order for the Wildcats, for the Redskins, has been very successful. Triples, singles, on bases, bringing people in, RBI, everything, name it. So that's been going good for them. Runners are on base. And goal. Ball's going to escape from the catcher. They're going to try to make a play at home. He's going to try to get there, and he is going to get out. And that one there, as they were able to get him, just couldn't get there fast enough. Excellent play there by the catcher to put away that threat. That'll end that. 2 away now for the Wildcats. Great play. Finally, really, they needed something positive to cut away. Antonio Balboa alertly, quickly grabbed that pitch and throws it back to the pitcher. And Rodriguez puts that away. 2 away now. Exciting play at home. Not to be, though. A bit high there. So, yeah, 5-1 now. Scored here for the Redskins. A lot of damage. Another 2 runs scored in the top of the third. Ball goes a little low there. Top of the third. 2 runs there. Comes the throw. Away there. Nicely done. Kind of looking at what it was pitching, what was coming, so you get a walk here for
Up next,
Flores.
number 29, Corbin Hernandez.
Nicely done, really watching with the pitches. That's well done here. Corbin Hernandez now. Corbin coming up. Next at bat. See if he can do some damage. Again, you have full bases. You're leading 5-1. Pitch is high and inside. 2 away now. Joey's trying to get out of this one. Some damage has been done already, but trying to get out of this inning. Come pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. So going back, Coach Pena mentioned how the fact that the top of the order was kind of have to bring the runs in, and Tristan Salinas has 2 triples on the night. And he's been able to bring in a couple of runs himself here this evening. And Coach Pena mentioned as he goes, the team goes. And he's been on this evening. 1-2, 2 away. Joey just a bit high there. 2-2, 2 away now. Weslaco East is going to have to play good on the offensive side. I mean, they've shown they can bring that, but pitch just outside Weslaco East. See what Weslaco can do here. Joey focus, full count, 2 away, runners go. Ball's going to be popped up. First baseman might have a chance at it, and he is. And that is caught away. Nicely done, but the damage has been done. 2 runs coming in the top of the third. Increases the lead for Donna. Donna Redskins 5. Weslaco East Wildcats 1. Their turn to bat is coming up next. You're watching a KWES production. All right, welcome back. Top of the third here for the Wildcats. Gonna have to get rolling here. It fell behind on that top of the third. Gonna get rolling here. Now we get into an area where this offense has to produce here for the Wildcats. Second time around for Mike Brown. Last time he was on, he had a walk. He popped up. Nice and high. Catcher has a chance at it. He's going to lose it in the lights. Nothing there. After all that, strike 1. Nice swing here by Mike Brown would be excellent, no doubt. If you're a Weslaco East fan, you're thinking about that. See if they can put that kind of together here. 0-1 for Zuniga. Pitch coming back here. Mike Brown showing some of the power that he brings as well. as we mentioned, the next series for your Wildcats is Brownsville Pace. They have their hands full here tonight against Donna, though. Comes the pitch. Mike fouls that right. That's one of those things where you kind of think about what could be. You know, both teams really that are at the top here. Both Weslaco East and Brownsville Vets have tough roads. Don't get me wrong. It's just not an easy ride here. Brown's going to hit it. Going to pop up. Hopefully it drops here if you're a Wildcat fan, and that's going to be nicely taken care of by the Redskins. That's the right fielder for the A.J. Rangel for the Redskins, making a nice play out there, putting one away. Coming up now for the Wildcats, second time around, Tonio Balboa now coming up. Tonio, last time he was here, had it out. So if Tonio can change that, here trying to get the offense going for the Wildcats. Pitches away, ball one. So breaking down the schedule of what will happen here for the Wildcats. The pitch goes just a bit inside 1-1. One away. Brownsville Pace will be the first game as at home, and then they end next week, next Tuesday will be at home, and then next Friday will be away. And that'll end the season, regular season, I should say, for the Weslaco East Wildcats. Comes the pitch. He hit hard. Tonio puts it up to center field, and that center field is going to get a chance at it, and he puts that away. Nicely done there by the Redskins. The center fielder for this evening for the Redskins is Tristan Salinas. Call him the triple man. Yeah, 2 triples here. His at-bats, and he's been in by himself, brought in a couple of runs here. All right. Getting back to the action here. So Tonio had a fly out. Now we see Nate Rivas come up, first baseman. Had a single earlier. Trying to do better here around. Going to get a hold of that one. That's going to go opposite side. Weslaco East exploded against Donna in the later innings in the previous meeting in Donna. Nice throw there. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count. 2 away. Fact is that when we talked to Coach Brown, he said, look, we were able to really get the rally going and get a bunch of points, a bunch of runs come in. It's away. 1-2. And so that helped their cause. Might that be a kind of inning they were, or kind of night they were heading into here in the last innings? Time will tell. That's another ball that is away. 2-2 and 2 away for the Wildcats. Zuniga has been the pitcher here all evening for the Redskins. Comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And Nate Rivas will go down swinging. And that will end the side. Nicely done by Zuniga and the Redskins. That'll end the third inning, heading into the top of the fourth. Score remains the same. Donna High 5, Weslaco East 1. You're watching a KWES production. All right, we're heading to the top of the fourth. Donna Redskins have the biggest lead so far of the evening, 5-1, but there's been a bit of a change here, as we do see coming in after 4 innings now. Top of the fourth, Alex Solis comes in for relief for Joey Rodriguez. So we're going to see Solis here get some pitches in, try to cut down the runs here by Solis, and see what can happen there. First pitch for Solis is a strong one. Ball one, though.
Oh, come on!
Ball one there for.
Come on!
I'm going to talk about that. Everybody kind of saw that as a strike. So did Coach Brown. He wants to talk to the guy in blue about what's happening. So we'll see what he brings. In the meantime, and Nevin Fuentes, last time he batted, or the last time he was here, Nevin Fuentes had a single. So, explanation done. We continue. 1-0 is the count. Solis brings the pitch. That is going to be ball number 2
Come on, man.
for Solis. He comes in and yeah, he's thrown with some power here this evening. See if he can capitalize on that.
Can you see the ball?
Buzz gonna straight away. It'll be 3 balls, no strike here for the hitter Fuentes, DH tonight. Comes the pitch. That's going to catch that one. Thought he had a walk there, but he caught him at the edge there with a 3-1 count. So again, top of the fourth is as far as Joey Rodriguez went, and in relief came Alex. That's going to catch the corner again. Ball 3, 2 strikes. That's a nice pitch there, and here comes one more. That's going to be outside and not enough inside. And he's going to try to run here, and he was kind of looking around, had a chance maybe at 2 bases, but Fuentes wasn't there. Fuentes will take a walk here this time around. All right. JJ Pena now, the fielder. He's 1-1 for the night. Had a walk previously. Struck out the last time he was here. Wildcats need some runs here. Need to play some defense and get back on offense.
Number 15, JJ Pena.
So Nevin Fuentes was able to walk to first base. Comes the pitch by Solis. Showing bunt here, strike number 1. Garza quickly comes up. So Joey Rodriguez, keep in mind, was replaced here in the 4th inning. Headed back towards second base. That's a strike number 2 as well. That ball's coming with some power. And Pena is trying to bunt. Trying to go. It's Fuentes at first. 0-2, no outs. Ball low and away. Good for ball 1. Again, the damage by the Redskins has come at the top of the inning. Tristan Salinas has had a massive night tonight. And just as we thought and kind of thought about it, swing and a miss. Up high. JJ swung at that one, kind of chased it a little bit, and that is a strikeout.
Batting next,
for
number 5, Austin
J.
Pedrosa.
Pena. Austin Pedrosa, now the last time he was on, Austin was also able to score a run there for the Redskins. Austin had a single. The strikeout earlier, 1-1 so far. 0-1 is a count, 1 away here. Pedrosa was used basically also to steal bases here on the offensive side for the Redskins. Comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Austin now 0-2. Strong start here by, no doubt, by your pitcher coming in relief here, Alex Solis. Solis winds, brings the pitch just a bit low there. Good for ball one. 1-2 is the count. One away, 5-1. A lot of runs came in consecutive innings. The top of the second and the top of the third, 2 runs each. And then they had one in the first as well. And brings us to where we are now. And as you mentioned, Tristan Salinas is responsible for 2 of those runs by himself. 2-2. One away. Solis likes what he sees, comes the pitch. Asper is going to be hit up high. Center fielder's got to play on that one, and it's going to be put away. Nicely done there by your center fielder for the Wildcats. Nice done,
Next,
Jorge
number
Zavala
10, Matthew Garza.
out there making a nice play for, on the defensive side, for the Wildcats. All right, 2 away now. So Austin flew out there, fly out for him, and now we see Matthew Garza. Now Matthew had a single the last time he was here, 1-1 for the night. See how he does this at bat. Catches the corner, strike one. Wildcats trying to get out of this inning without no runs. That would be the first run of the game, or the first inning of the game. If they don't give up any runs here, that they wouldn't give any. 1-1. Coach Brown is getting riled up over there. The crowd here for Weslaco thought that was a strike. 1-1. 2 away. Comes the pitch. That looks good. 1-2 there for the Wildcats. So yeah, we're talking about this will be the only inning, if they can, Solis can get it done here, that there will be the only one where they have no runs go in. And that's going to strike him out. Matthew Garza strikeout here in the top of the 4th. No runs. No runs given up here by the Wildcats. And as we saw, Solis coming for a relief for Joey Rodriguez. 5-1 is the score. We're going to take a break. Be right back. Get started with the bottom of the 4th, and the Wildcats turn at bat. 5-1 is your score. KWES production. Top of the 4th inning is where we find ourselves in this big 32-5A matchup. 32-5A is leader is Weslaco East and Brownsville Veterans. Donna High, on the other hand, is looking from the outside into the playoffs, but boy, they've got increased their chances here this evening so far. 5-1 they lead. First pitch looks good for Zuniga. Strike one. Yeah, so bottom of the 4th. is where we're at. The top of the order for the Redskins has been working all night tonight, and really good pitching as well here this evening by Zuniga, bringing all sorts of different pitches here this evening. He's been on par here. That kind of comes in, a nice slider trying to get that rolling. Two and one is the count. Pitch goes backwards, foul. Nobody's going to get a chance to play that one. That's going to fall foul.
We need you on base, man.
We see
need you on
here
base.
Weslaco East now, as we see Rodriguez. Rodriguez started off as the pitcher, pitched 4 innings up to the 4th inning. 3 innings technically, stopped at the 4th, popped up high. Zuniga has a chance at it. He's going to get that. Nicely done by Zuniga. Will throw Joey Rodriguez out. Fly out for the Wildcats. And Joseph Perez, designated hitter, coming up this evening. Now at this spot that we just kind of saw Joey Rodriguez go out on a fly out, it's where they started at least to get going, and they were able to pick up a run. Not to be this time around, but let's see what Joseph does here. 1-0 for the night. Takes the ball here. 1 away so far. Top of the 4th. Weslaco East trying to mount some offense here. Strong swing there by Joseph Perez, and a strike. A bit high there. Ball 1, strike 1. Comes the pitch. Going to be hit grounder on the shortstop. Shortstop's going to handle it. He's going to throw him out at first. He does. Nice hustle there by Joseph. Just couldn't quite get it there. Nice handle there by the shortstop for the Redskins. Leo Bocanegra, sophomore for the Donna Redskins, handles that quite well. Brings up your next batter for the Wildcats. So you're hoping to get something going here. Comes Zuniga with his pitch. Yeah, that's right up the center. It's going to be Garza. They're going to try to chase that one, and that's going to fall. Garza has to run. He's going to come across the second. He's going to take another one all the way to third. He might want to come all the way. He's going to try to beat the run. No, they're going to wave him down. Coach Brown tells him to stop, and that's a stand-up triple for Garza. Man, I thought he was coming home. I said, wait a minute. Garza with a solid hit. It's exactly what they needed here. Garza came around and a triple for him. And now Caleb Escamilla comes up. He was up, had a base hit last time he was on. So Escamilla can bring Garza home. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, nice looking pitch by Zuniga. Good for strike 1. Now 2 away now. That's the key. Zuniga has to kind of remember that, as Caleb is here now trying to get on. He's going to hit it right up the middle as well. Center field is going to get a chance at it. He's going to catch it and end the threat. Nicely done there by the Redskins. That'll end the side. No damage, no harm, no foul for the Redskins there. They hold everything off. That'll end the 4th. And we're heading into the top of the 5th. We'll take a break. The score remains the same. Donna Redskins 5, Weslaco East Wildcats 1. You are watching a KWES production. Welcome to the top of the 5th inning for the Weslaco East Wildcats and the Donna Redskins. A big matchup in 5A. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. Your leaders, opposite end of the district, and one on the opposite end. Weslaco coming in with a 10-1 record,
Redskins, number 22,
good for first place and a tie with Brownsville Veterans.
Zuniga.
While Donna comes in really a little bit out of 4th place with a 5-6 record. But boy, they're playing tough tonight. They understand they need this game to stay alive in the postseason race. Jacob Zuniga, who's been outstanding on the mound, is already up to bat. See what he can do on this one here. Solis came in the top of the 4th. Relief for Joey Rodriguez, who started as your starting pitcher here this evening. Solis comes with a pitch. Well, he's going to step out here for a minute. All right. Coming back in. Comes the pitch. Way there. 1-1 is so far. 1-1. Swing and a miss for Zuniga. 1-2. Comes the pitch. Oh, just a bit outside there. Moves out of the way as Zuniga. 2-2. Comes Solis. Just a touch and moves the ball backwards, foul. Weslaco East has a series remaining against Brownsville Pace. Strike 3 on Zuniga. That'll retire him, and he's out. All right, so we're back to the top
Next, number 9,
of the order
Tristan
here. Now,
Salinas.
for the first time, the inning before here in the 4th inning, we had no runs given up by the Wildcats. Most of the damage comes around this area, and it's a leadoff with Tristan Salinas, usually the one starting things off. Matter of fact, Coach Bengham, as we've been talking about here during the evening, said this top of the lineup is where we need to get going here, and they've been very successful on it tonight. Coach went as far as to say as he goes, the team goes. Quite a testament there for the youngster Tristan Salinas. As a matter of fact, he had a couple of triples already here this evening. Comes a pitch. Contact's going to be popped up. Third baseman might have a chance, and the Gattas is going to have to hurry. No, it's going to be caught there. Nicely done by number 22, Caleb Escamilla. Caleb getting on his horse, man. Take it off. Excellent play by Escamilla. That's exactly what they needed against this part of the lineup.
Batting
Coach
next,
Brown
number
talked
1,
about
Leo
the
Bocanegra.
fact that he says routine plays. Routine plays, we got to make them, and that was what we're talking about. 2 away now for Solis. Down Leo Bocanegra. He's been successful here as he takes strike 1. It's the first time Tristan Salinas has been ineffective all night tonight. The pitch, Bocanegra pops it up in the same area. Gattas is going to have a chance at it. Puts it away at third base. That'll end the side quickly and efficiently for the Wildcats, but the score remains the same. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Weslaco East will have a chance to answer. Score remains the same. Donna High 5, Weslaco East High School 1. We'll be right back. You're watching a KWES production. Right, we're back to the bottom of the 5th. Weslaco East wants to get rolling, see what he can do. That ball's a bit outside. Batter up here is for Jorge. Is Jorge Zavala, your center fielder. 1-1 of the night. Yep, just a bit outside there for Zuniga, who's been pitching here this evening, already on his 5th inning. 2-0 is the count. Weslaco East just thinking of, no doubt, they're running a little bit out of time here. There's still some couple at bats coming up, but they've got to make sure they get ready here. Swing and a miss there for Jorge. Strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Jorge Zavala going to UTRGV, already signed and sealed. Get to watch him in Vaquero Orange next year.
Get on base.
What Zavala can do here. Comes the pitch. But that's going to be foul. 3-2 now. So yeah, we talked about players to watch here this evening. Talked about Antonio Balboa, obviously, is a young one that we've talked about here. And there's Zavala, hits it sharply in the right. So sharp, it drives right into the glove of the right fielder. Nicely done there. Defense by the Redskins on the right field. Had somebody out there, that's A.J. Rangel, doing a good job. Top of the order now for the Wildcats. Comes Alex Solis now, trying to see if he could get himself going. Ball was moving all over the place, breaking ball. Comes the pitch. Changing it up a little bit is Zuniga. And a hitter like Solis, who can get on base and is a good hitter. Got to try different things, ball going backwards.
Hey, be selective, kid.
2-1.
Come on, Eric. Let's go. Meet you on base.
2-1.
Ball.
One away now for the Redskins here from Zuniga. Corner,
Oh, come on.
looks at that one.
Woo!
2-2 now
How low can you go?
is your score. Or check that your lineup appears. 2-2 count. Solis hits it to center fielder. Is going to have a chance out. Tristan is not. He's going to go all the way back to the fence. Solis is hustling. Solis is going to pick up at least 3 and maybe a chance at coming home. No, Coach Brown tells him, all right, hold up, young man. Nicely done by Solis. Top of the order so far has been pretty okay for the Wildcats. Triple for Alex Solis. Mentioned about a player like Alex here, who's a University of Houston commit already, showing off his offensive skills there. Is Solis. Next batter up, we talked about Mike Brown. Mike Brown has been 1-1 of the night. Had a walk, fly out. A couple of things he's been able to do here. Now he's really wanting to swing here. He does. Gonna be hitting sharply into shortstop, and the shortstop makes an excellent play there. That's a great utility player, Anthony Flores, for the Redskins. Straight shot there to him. And that was actually Leo Bocanegra. We check that. Yeah, Leo Bocanegra, your shortstop, young sophomore. Right at him, able to control it. As Mike Brown also already strikes out here, or actually flies out into. Antonio Balboa now coming up. 1-1 of the night. See what he can do here. Swings hard. Antonio swinging. Strike number 1 for him.
Let's go.
2 away here already for the Wildcats. Doño swings again. What a massive win this would be. I mean, still got some game to go here, but would be for the Redskins. They're able to pick this one up against a top team here, and that was hit the edge of his guy in blue. Says, yeah, wait a minute, let's talk. Coach Peña wants to talk about it. Looks like it hit his arm there. So you bring in, and he walks there. So Toño Balboa walks. Nate Rivas now comes up, and now I think Coach Peña understands that this could be the start of something. He wants no part of it, that's for sure. He's talking to everybody. So the couple of the officials are talking about it. Meantime, Toño has gone back into the dugout. He's ready to get himself all strapped up here. He got a runner already on first base. Coach Peña starts telling that he put his arm out there. Nice to kind of say that happened. Umpire says no. Regardless, hit him. We're ready to go here. So yes, and Nate Rivas now, first baseman, has been productive here this evening. Had a single earlier. That would be great right about now. So Coach Peña was really talking about not even getting anything started, not giving him an inch there. He's afraid that not afraid, but the word would be more cautious, I guess that would be. Cautious that you give anything to this Weslaco East team. You know, pay for it. He learned that on Tuesday. 0-1, 2 away now for the Redskins. See if they can retire the side here. Nice pitch there. Runners going. Nobody's going to challenge that. We'll take second base for Weslaco East. That was Jacob Rodriguez taking off, stealing second. Comes the pitch. Be hit right down the middle. He's going to be stopped there. He's going to have to get up and throw the ball quickly, and he's going to get there. He's going to have to go to second base as well. 2 runs come in here, and this is exactly what Coach Peña was talking about. He didn't want anything to happen to give Weslaco a chance, and that's what happens. Alex Solis comes in here in the bottom here of the 5th. The damage is done. 2 runs come in. And that is Alex Solis comes in along with Jacob Rodriguez, number 14. Made it possible to update the score now for you. It is around the area where last Tuesday things got out of shape here for the Redskins. Ball is coming back. High and away. It's going to drop. There's the baseball right there. Thrown. So a 2-run bottom of the 5th here for the Wildcats. So we saw Alex Solis along with Rodriguez. It was Jacob Rodriguez come across. Swing and a miss. A strike 2 down. Talking about Rodriguez, Joey Rodriguez is on the plate. He had a single last time we saw him and then had an out. See if they can mount their offense. Rivas is at second. Ball's going to be hit hard. It's going to drive back to the field. Going to be center. It's going to hit. And then it goes over. One man there, stand-up double here for Joey Rodriguez as Nate Rivas comes around. In the bottom of the 5th, 3 runs. And Nate Rivas comes around, and all of a sudden, what Coach Peña thought could happen after that, he was hit on the side. He wanted to give the Wildcats no chance at all. He fought it. That's the reason why Now you see why he was. You would figure, why would he fight when you got hit by a pitch? Well, he wanted to challenge it or say that didn't happen or that he ran into it or went into it because he didn't want this to happen. 5-4 now, 3-run, bottom of the 5th for the Wildcats. And 2 away here. Watch the ball. All of a sudden, the Wildcat fans who have already been, been loud and outspoken, have taken over now. 5-4, new score. You're gonna go backwards. And tip. Foul ball. 0-2 is the count. 2 away, but the damage has been done here in the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs. Started with Alex Solis. That was also Jacob Rodriguez who came in, and also Nate Rivas. Those are your 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. 5-4 now, new score. Tying run is at second. That's Joey Rodriguez with a double. As now we see Joseph Perez, designated hitter. He can do some damage too at the plate here. See what Zuniga does. That's going to be away. 1-2 here. Now they want to talk a little bit about that. Now this really is something that Donna was trying to avoid. Again, around the same area, 4th, 5th inning is where the breakdown happened last Tuesday for the Redskins. Ended up losing that game. Not necessarily that we're having that now, but it could happen as well. We'll see what develops here. Here comes the pitch. Zuniga has been the pitcher all night tonight. 1-2, 2 away. Pitch comes. Hit contact, going to be high. Nobody's going to have a chance on that one. It's going to fall harmlessly out of play. You have a runner here at second. That would be the tying run. That's Joey Rodriguez, who started out as your pitcher up to about the 3rd inning. He pitched 3 innings. In the 4th inning, we saw Alex Solis come in. Zuniga, 1-2 is the pitch. 2 away. Wants to grab some dirt and get himself back into the box there. Zuniga looking, likes that call. Wind up pitch. That goes backwards. Now staying alive here is Perez. As bottom of the 5th was very productive here for the Wildcats. 1-2, 2 away. Pitch is gonna come. Hit, center field. Might have a chance at it. Up high, takes care of it. And that'll end the side, but the damage was done. In the bottom of the 5th, 3 runs come in. New score report to you. The home of the Wildcats here on the campus of Eastside Strongside, Weslaco East High School. Donna High 5, Weslaco East 4. You're watching a KWES production. Right, welcome. It is a good night for baseball, and boy, do we have a good one here brewing in 32-5, a top team in Weslaco East, and a team in Donna who is fighting to get in themselves into the postseason. And let's be honest, they need this game to make things easier for them. It doesn't get any easier in their next series. But we'll continue in here. Top of the sixth here now. Comes the pitch. Up high. You're going to have a chance at it. Nice hit there by Anthony Flores, and he flies out for the first out of this inning. Yeah, this area of the lineup for the Redskins has done well.
Number 29,
And they need something to get growing here. Top of the sixth inning, one away. Happy you're with us on this KWES production. Wherever you're joining us from, whether it be Donna or Weslaco, East, or anywhere in between or beyond, we welcome you and hope you're enjoying this broadcast. If you're just joining us, you've missed quite a game here. If you're just joining us now, really for the majority of the time, Donna High led at 1.5 to 1. And then just in the bottom of the what was it, the fifth inning, 3-run inning for the Wildcats, put them right back into it, 5-4. And then, of course, what has helped a lot here, stabilize the pitching a little bit, has been the fact that Solis has come in relief for Rodriguez. Here comes to third base. Third baseman is going to get it. He's going to have to throw it out there. Does. Nicely done. 2 away now for the Wildcats. Out there for
number
Corbin.
11, Nevan Fuentes.
Hernandez was thrown out at first. So coming in now is Nevin Fuentes. Nevin designated hitter this evening. Yeah, he's been good at the plate. First pitch right outside. In catches the edge of it for number 1. Yeah, we mentioned that Rodriguez, Joey, went all the way through up to the third inning, fourth inning. That's where Alex came in. And a pitch like that one. That's what he's been throwing here right after he came in, and he's really limited what Donna has been able to do. Comes the pitch. Struck him out. Quickly retires the side. Nevin Fuentes goes down swinging. Weslaco East momentum has gone their way. 5-4. Donna still lead, but watch out. Up to bat in the bottom of the sixth here is Weslaco East. Down a run. Can they get it done? We're going to find out. This is a KWES production. All right, welcome. We are about to get rolling here with the bottom of the sixth inning. An exciting matchup here in District 32 5A. Up for grabs for the Redskins as maybe a postseason berth. They need this game here. And really at this spot of the lineup, starting with Javi Garza. Last time Javi was here, had a triple. So this is where the runs came for the Wildcats last time. See if they can get these things rolling. Zuniga has been your pitcher all night tonight. It's going to be low and away. Good for ball one. So, yeah, that's something that you got to keep in mind for the Donna Redskins. They do need this game. The pitch a little bit high now for Zuniga.
Let him go.
Javi Garza, once again, last time here, got a triple and got things rolling for the Wildcats. Made this possible to get going. Trying to show a bunt here, but that's a bit high there and away. 3-0 is the count. Javi's ahead of the count here. See what he wants to do. Comes that pitch right down the middle. Oh, yeah, that looked right down the middle there. 3-1 is the count. And you knew that was fastball was coming. And kind of Javi backed off of it. 3-1. Comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gonna get you a full count. Chase that one. A bit high there. So can we get this done here? Can we get Javi on base? Zuniga winds up, brings the pitch, and strikes Javi out. Staying out. Javi Garza strikes out here at his bat. Now Caleb Escamilla, another player that's been having a nice time at the plate. He's gone on base a couple of times. Hasn't been able to come across here, but see if that changes here with this at bat for him. Ball's low and inside. That's good for strike number one. Weslaco East, if they were to win this game tonight, comes a pitch right down the middle. 0-2, one away here. Would really help their cause out. Will end the series with a win if they were to pull it out. And would be 11-1. Good enough to stay atop of first place. And depending on what happens between veterans, remember Brownsville Veterans still has to play and Brownsville Pace and a Ed Chelsea team who's also fighting to get into the playoffs. Pitch. Contact. Foul ball. So, yeah, that Veterans is not done yet either. So they've got a tough road to hold. And as we mentioned, Weslaco East ends their regular season with a home and away game series against Pace. 1-2. Hit up the middle. See if you can catch it. Right in the middle there, and that'll take care of that. Takes out for Caleb Escamilla. Nicely hit, solid hit for Escamilla. That's what he's been doing all night. Just hasn't dropped for him yet. They opened it at one point. It does. Jorge Zavala now coming up, and Jorge has shown some power here in the last few times he's been here. He hasn't come quite across yet, but you're hoping to see something good from him as there's a meeting here. And no doubt they want to talk about that, how they want to attack Zavala. Donna High coming in with a record of 5-6. Again, kind of bunched up there, kind of looking from the inside out into the playoffs. They must win at least 2 out of the 3 games, and this would be one of them. They would have to beat, again, have to beat some of the other teams that are coming up, especially for them. It would be tough to beat anybody else. They got to focus on what they can do here this evening. They still have some games to play.
We need you on. Come on. Here we go.
1-0 is the count. 2 away here for Zuniga and the Redskins. Zavala contact is going to go opposite. Foul ball. Bottom of the 6 here. 3 straight innings, no runs for the Redskins. Bit of a drought here after they got off to a horrendous start. I mean, they raced out of things here. They picked up in the first inning, they picked up a run, and then in the second inning got 2, and then in the third they picked up another 2. after that, it's been nothing. And that's around the time you saw Solis come in here and get things done in relief. 2-2, count, 2 away. Comes the pitch by Zuniga. Inside. No, wait. Gonna let him walk. Wait, did I have the wrong count? That's 2-2. Yeah, it's gonna be 3-2. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, they're saying it hit him. Okay, so they hit him. All right, so Coach Brown is talking to the official and telling him that he got hit. So it was a 2-2. So when I was watching him go over to first, I said, "Wait a minute, it's 2-2." But Coach Brown is saying that he got hit. There's not wants the other official to ask the official, but he might not have seen it from here. But Coach Brown, some of the fans are even saying, "We heard it up here." All right, now brings in a full count to Zavala. See what Zavala does here. This is an important at-bat. Bottom of the 6th. They're down by a run, 5-4. Comes the pitch, full count, 2 away. Zuniga brings the pitch way outside, and it's going to let him walk. And Zavala will walk.
Next on the lineup for the Wildcats is number 8.
So now we bring to the top of the order, and this is where danger, as you can see, the coach is starting to talk about things, and I wonder if might be a change at pitcher. Not sure if 100% if that's going to happen, but they're going to talk about it. Yeah, it looks like they are going to bring somebody in relief here. It looks like that's what it looks like. Yeah, Zuniga is going to come out. He's had a good game, really tough one. Tough pitching for him tonight. Now you will bring in a new pitcher, and it looks like their pitcher for them is going to be Leo Bocanegra. Young sophomore, right-hander for the Redskins. Yeah, Leo is one of these players that Coach Peña was talking about, that they can find and they can use him in different spots. So Zuniga's done. Looks like Leo Bocanegra will take over the pitching duties for the Redskins as he's warming up. You know, I don't know if, you know, and I guess it depends on how you see things in your strategy, you know, but Coach Peña is saying, look, we're going to bring Zuniga, who's been doing a good job. Gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. True, but was holding his own here, had 2 outs here. And he's thinking, look, I'm bringing in Bocanegra, fresh off the shortstop. He's been a nice shortstop for him. Bring him in and go up against one of their best, if not their best hitter, in Alex Solis. Keep in mind there's a runner already in first base for the Wildcats. That's a tying run is at first. Jorge Zavala walked. Was walked by Zuniga before he exited. So Bocanegra is coming in. We're going to see how this is handled. Now, this can go either way. Bocanegra come in here and get rid of it, and it's over. Or Bocanegra can struggle and give up some hits and let Weslaco East back into this game. Let's see if this might be a roll of the dice here. Coach Peña and the Redskins.
Come on, Alex.
See
Take
what
your
they're
time.
able to do.
Take your
All right.
Here we go.
Leo Bocanegra, a new pitcher, comes in for relief for Zuniga. This evening he's done after 6 innings of work. Safe. Keeping an eye there. The pitcher out there. And Zavala's grabbing their attention, that's for sure. Bocanegra hasn't thrown a pitch yet. Thrown to the first base, though. Two away. Solis. It's a bit high. 1-0. So again, you figure Bocanegra is going to come in a little bit, not warmed up. I mean, he's had a good time, good good playing time. Shortstop, and they're trying to throw Zavala out. And maybe that's what they're bringing him in for, to kind of watch the stealing of the bases. And Zavala is your tying run. He's at first, trying to protect that out there. Takes a bit of a lead. And Zavala, Bocanegra, takes a pitch right down the middle. Nice pitch, 1-1. 2 away here for Bocanegra. Solis hoping to get things rolling here on offense and bring his friend Zavala in all the way from first, or at least try to get on base. Ball's away, but it's good for a strike. 1-2 for Bocanegra. Look good on that pitch. Zavala's over on this side. Comes the pitch. High, gonna go. Zavala got him. No, yes, what do they say? No, it's the ball that the throw was just a little late. Zavala was able to get there, and he is safe at second, takes second. So now they were watching that all along, just couldn't get the throw there to come down on time. Stolen base, tying run is at second. Solis has a 2-2, 2 away for Bocanegra. Gonna be hit right down the middle. He's gonna get a chance at it. He's gonna catch it. Solis is gonna get to first, but it doesn't matter because Zavala has just tied the game in the bottom of the 6th. That's exactly what we were talking about when we saw Bocanegra come in. You're going up against one of the better batting average hitters in Solis. Gives up the hit, gets to first, but most importantly, Zavala comes around and ties the game at 5. And Zavala, 1 run here in the bottom of the 6th here, will tie the score at 5 apiece. Mike Brown now comes up, and now Mike Brown he's got some power behind that swing. He's due for one. If you're a Weslaco East fan, you're thinking that's where we're going. And Solis trying to throw him first here. That's the go-ahead run at first base. I think you really got to focus on Brown here. Brown is a dangerous player. He really can wind up and get this out of the ballpark. Got to be careful with him. Ball is going to go. Going to get it low. Going to get there. Nothing there. Too late. Not executed properly. The go-ahead run now. Solis is at second base. Stolen base again by the Wildcats. Bocanegra here, 1-0, has 2 outs here. He's got to be careful on this pitch. Nice, right down the middle, 1-1. Just get this feeling that Mike Brown is due for one. The senior here. Lots of talent. See what he brings. Bocanegra, 1-1 is the count. 2 away, comes the pitch. Brown checks. Oh. Got him a 1-2 there. Looks like they went on just outside there. The fans here kind of saw that too. Thought, oh well, there we go, 1-2. You love baseball. 2 away. Bocanegra with a pitch, a bit high. 2-2 is the count. Man, you can feel the tension here. You know that both teams want this game. Want this game. Weslaco wants it, and Donna Hyde needs this one. That's the difference if we were to say what the difference is. Bocanegra, 2-2 the count. Comes the pitch. High. Solis is going to go. Solis is going to get there. He is safe at third. 2 stolen bases now by Solis. Steals second, steals third. Ball from the catcher was high. Couldn't make a play on it. Was away from the bag as well. Solis, the go-ahead run now at third base. But we have a development here at the plate. Full count, 2 away. Bocanegra. What will he do? Winds up. brings the pitch. High, and he walks Brown. So that go-ahead run remains at third. And now, Antonio Balboa. Antonio Balboa, who had a walk the last time he was here, is coming up. Mike Brown does take a walk. So this bottom of the sixth has shown some sorts of dramatics here, folks. And it's been an interesting one so far. So Balboa will come up. Balboa had a walk. That bottom of the fifth we were talking about had 3 runs. And now you have a 5-5 as Zavala came across here in the bottom of the sixth and tied this game up. 2 stolen bases by Alex Solis, second and third. He's at third now. Is the go-ahead run. Brown is at first. Balboa is at the plate. Bocanegra comes with a pitch. It's in a bit high and inside. So we'll see if the decision by Coach Peña here pays off, bringing in Bocanegra here in this part of the lineup anyway. We're talking, you were bringing it in a bit because a good portion of the lineup. The strongest batters are the ones he's going to be facing here. Challenge for sure. Bocanegra with a pitch. Swing. Is it going to fall? Goes. And that's going to fall. No, they're going to call it out. That's going to call it out. They're going to call it out. They're going to call it out. Yeah, everybody getting in. We just couldn't really see it from just a foul ball here for Weslaco. That would have been amazing and disastrous at the same time. Depends on who you're cheering for. Boy, that one, look from here, and again, we don't have a very good view, or maybe at home you were able to see that, but that's a foul ball. Ball one. A lot of excitement here. Being able to do that and see that. All right, Balboa here. 1-1, 2 away for the Redskins. Runners are at the corners. Go-ahead run, the most important thing. The go-ahead run is at third base. Balboa waiting for the pitch. The ball pops it up. 2 outs here. They might want to keep it unless something happens here. And that ball's going to drop. They're going to throw to third, and he's going to be safe. 1 run scores. Here comes 2. They take the lead, 6-5. Make it now 7-5. Wow. We said this is going to be disaster, and somebody is going to be overjoyed. That's exactly what we were talking about, and unfortunately, the same thing that has happened here this evening that happened last Tuesday. Solis comes around. Balboa comes around. That is a 3-run bottom of the 6th. Take the lead. Weslaco East does 7-5. Pitch high up to right field. An error out there. Can they get this one? That's going to be caught. And that's going to retire the side, but the damage has been done. In the bottom of the 6th, Weslaco East, Zavala, Solis, and Balboa all came in, gave a big boost to Weslaco East. New score report to you from Weslaco East. Weslaco East 7, Donna Redskins 5. You're watching a KWES production. Well, it's come down to this, folks. It is the top of the 7th, and what an inning for Weslaco East. This bottom of the 6th, 3 runs came in and gave them the lead. 7-5 is your new score. So now Solis here wants to get rid of this and get going, that's for sure, and get his team to 11-1 if possible. Solis Pedrosa, this will be one of the batters coming up. He's on deck. J.J. Peña now. Been 0-2 so far on the night for the Redskins. Comes the pitch. Strong pitch, strike one. J.J. Peña is going to have to deal with some fastballs and change-ups that he likes to throw. There's another one. That's 0-2 is the count here for Solis. A challenge for Coach Peña and the Redskins. You know, they worked really hard, had the majority of the lead throughout this game. Strike number 3. Solis caught J.J. Peña, strike out. 2 outs away. But Austin Pedrosa has been a good player here for the Redskins. He is already 3-1 on the night with his at-bats. He's been successful getting on base and doing some base stealing and things like that. So we'll see if Pedrosa to get things rolling here. As a matter of fact, he was part of the gets strike 1. We're able to bring in some runs for the Redskins. Comes the pitch. 0-1. Ball going to be hit away. Foul. 0-2 is the count. 2 strikes here. 1 away already for the Wildcats. I mean, Donna just showed early on what they could do, and then just after Alex came in, nothing. Been shut down here on the offense. Solis, the pitch. Nicely done. Gets him out, and we're 1 away now. Austin Pedrosa staring at that one, just like the rest of us, for a strike. So it's come down to this. Matthew Garza now.
Up next,
He
number
is
10, Matthew Garza.
2-1 on the night. See if Matthew can continue or keep these Redskins alive here in the top of the 7th. Solis would love nothing but to get this over with. Here comes the pitch. It's right in front of the plate there. Good for ball 1. 1-0, 2 away. Alex brings the pitch. Strike 1 on Garza. Garza and the Redskins, boy, they've put up a fight, that's for sure. Solis has been on here in relief of Rodriguez. That pitch is right outside and in. Comes in, then outside. Good for strike number 2. And Solis can smell it. I mean, he gets off the mound, thinks a little bit, wipes off the sweat that he's worked up. 1-2 is the count, 2 away. Here comes Alex with the pitch. Will this do it? Oh, just a bit outside there. And 2-2 on Garza. Weslaco East, with a win here tonight, would continue to be in first place, and depends on what happens with Brownsville Veterans. Might still be tied with them. Find out tomorrow what happened there, but at least they'll do their part. Here comes the pitch, 2-2, 2 away. Pitch, hit, going to be right in the middle there, right in the gap. Will draw for a base hit. So Garza gets on base with a single. Nice way to get that done. And so now
Up next, number
we're about to
13,
see
Roel
another
Martinez.
pitcher to come up, another hitter. Be number 13, Roel Martinez now comes in. Trying to come in here. New batter coming in for the Redskins. See if he can get some thing going. Alex, strike 1. Martinez first at bat here for the Redskins. Top of the 7th, 2-1, 2 away. 0-1. Check that. Garza comes back. Garza saw that the catcher was going to have a play on him, and he decided to come back. All right. 1-1. 2 out here for Solis. Redskins trying to continue this. Comes the pitch by Solis. Swing and a miss. Good for strike number 2 for Solis. Joel Rodriguez. 1-2. You would figure this would be a nice looking fastball as fast as you can throw it. And see what he can do here. See if he can get this batter out. Solis brings it right down the middle. That'll do it. That's what we were talking about, and that's what happened. And the Weslaco East Wildcats, congratulations. They move on to 11-1 in district and stay afloat and continue to battle to become district champions. We'll see what happens with Brownsville veterans. In the meantime, Donna Redskins do drop this evening to 5-7, and that endangers their possibility of heading into the playoffs. But we'll see what develops and what happens. Thank you for making us part of your night tonight, everybody. We thank you for that. We want to thank Adrian De Leon. We want to thank Vinny as well. We want to be able to thank you for making us part of your night. I am Fred Alfaro. Thank you very much for giving us some time here this evening, and a big victory for the Weslaco East Wildcats. Thank you very much for making a part of that. This has been, and let me get the final one more time, Weslaco East wins this one at the top of the 7th, 7-5 over the Donna Redskins. This has been a KWES production.